would be asking that she be able to admit no contest as discussed at the bench, and I'm prepared to address the sentencing recommendation when you are prepared. My client has been in custody for 10 days, so I'll be asking that she receive a sentence for this bond violation for 10 days of credit served.
All right. Ma'am, is there anything you want to say before I do impose sentence?
You can say that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Anything you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
You can verbally tell him no.
Okay, no.
No. All right. Do you think inpatient's going to help you?
Yeah. I've got my whole family here because I've earned them back. I can't lose them again.
This is your family back?
Very happy. I'm going to school, staying with my family. Got all my kids back, my grandkids. I turned myself in right after my granddaughter's birthday party.
This is one of those moments judges pay very close attention to. The defendant isn't making excuses. She's talking about rebuilding relationships, getting her children and grandchildren back, and trying to move forward after years of struggle. But in court, words alone aren't enough.
I've definitely changed. It was a rough 4 years, and I'm happy now. I just want to move forward.
And we got to keep you on the right track, right?
Hmm?
How soon will we find inpatient treatment for her?
Your Honor, that is organized through the jail.
Jail.
Yeah, I mean, I can contact them, but I don't know that necessarily with someone,
Right.
so I don't know the answer.
All right. Who's that back there with you? All those people who?
My mom, my sister, my brother. My mom's in the short red hair.
Okay.
Sorry. My other sister is in the short red hair.
I got only one redhead.
We're missing one.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead.
Missing one?
No.
One in the salt and pepper long pretty hair is my sister, and her husband, my brother-in-law.
No, he's not here.
Oh, he's not. Okay. And my daughter and my son. I think I didn't see them all when I came in, so I'm not sure if they're all here.
That's daughter and son at the end. Okay. You don't have insurance that would pay for inpatient, do you?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Probably is arranging that while she's in. Okay. All right.
John, I was going to ask for the court. I was going to ask for the court's consideration of allowing my client to be released to allow her to have some time without inpatient treatment outside of custody because she does have the familiar support system. It is evidenced by the people who are here to support her today. She has been regularly attending AA meetings. She was attending AA meetings multiple times a week when she could. She has also been doing schooling, which her time in custody has put at risk of losing her progress there. And she did turn herself in. We spoke about the bond violation, I believe, on the Friday before. She turned herself in at 7:50 a.m. on a Monday to ensure that she could get on the magistrate's docket to be arraigned on that bond violation. So she obviously taking this matter seriously. So I would ask for the consideration that she be allowed to be released today and have about a reasonable amount of time to set up an inpatient treatment program, particularly if she does have the power to do that.
Here's where the hearing takes a critical turn. The court has heard about treatment, family support, AA meetings, and voluntary surrender. Now comes the balancing act every judge faces: accountability versus rehabilitation. Should someone with multiple violations get another chance?
Andrew Clare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, if the court were to go that route, probation at a minimum would ask that the SCRAM tether go on before she is released from custody. Probation would also ask that she report directly to me within 24 hours of her release. So if she were released today, I would ask that she, report to my office tomorrow, and then I would, work with her in getting into an inpatient program. At the very least. My concern.
Go ahead.
That has been going on. There were 3, I think, different violations of the alcohol while she was on the SCRAM tether already. So probation does have concerns that might continue if she is released.
Okay. Court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, it does believe there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. Specifically, the alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of inpatient treatment, attendance at AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, the court will follow the recommendation of probation for a probationary sentence with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. Therefore, the sentence of the court, and I'm going to run any sentence for the violation concurrent with this, place you on 24 months probation. You're to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery cost, $100 police agency recovery costs, and $720 probation oversight fees. I'm going to order that be paid on a payment plan as directed by probation. You understand that, ma'am?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete inpatient substance abuse treatment, including all after and following all aftercare recommendations, and provide status reports to probation. You are to attend 3A meetings per week with monthly verification to probation. You are to provide proof of victims impact panel attendance to probation. You're to report to community corrections within 24 hours of release from inpatient treatment for placement on the SCRAM tether and continue that SCRAM tether for a period of 90 days. You're to contact probation within 24 hours of your release from either jail or inpatient treatment, and then report as directed by probation. With regard to jail time, in this case, ma'am, I'm going to tell you, Ms. Keysling, I'm concerned. All right, I'm very concerned because when I put you on the SCRAM tether, you had a series of violations. Seriously?
It's my hand.
What is that? You're supposed to do something, right? I don't feel safe.
This may be the most emotional moment of the entire hearing. Notice how the judge shifts away from punishment and focuses on the human consequences of addiction. He's looking directly at the defendant's family and children, emphasizing what's truly at stake. The surprising squeeze.
Anyway, but what you did is you violated, and I get that part of it, but what my concern is particularly as I look at your families, is that there's going to come a time where this happens and we're not going to get you back. That's my worry. And I don't want to see that happen. And when I say that, although with all due respect to the rest of your family, I'm sitting here looking at your 2 kids. And I don't want that. Okay. So I'm not going to, because of that, what's in the violation, I'm not going to release you today, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. Okay. And that is that I'm going to order it as it's indicated here, 93 days in jail. Credit 10. She's to remain in custody until direct release to inpatient treatment. And then the balance will be suspended. That's what I'm going to order at this point. Ms. Polera, you will check with the jail to see if we can push her up on that list. Mr. Buckovich, I suggest that you get some information from your client, see whether or not we can get inpatient set up right away. I don't want her just sitting in jail, languishing. I want her out. We've got two mechanisms to do it through the jail. She's got insurance that may be able to pay for it for inpatient. The other problem is the longer we leave her in, the less likely they're going to take her into inpatient. So let's do that. And what I will do then, although it's unusual, I got next week.
Say that again?
I have next week. I'm on the docket next week.
Yes, sir.
3rd. All right. So I'm going to set a review of the imposition of jail 1 week out on June 3rd, 2026 at what time you want me to say?
It'll be at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. Okay, if you're out, I'm just going to cancel that hearing. I don't need to see anybody. But if you're in, then and still in, and nothing that we've done is work to push that up, then I'll look at something else to do. Fair enough.
May I ask a question, Your Honor?
Want me to change my mind?
No.
Okay, no, go ahead.
I can't hear very good, so I don't want to walk out of here and not know.
Okay.
So I'm staying until they get me into in treatment.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm looking to want you to leave here where you have those things. You've got a family that's behind you.
Mhm.
I want you to be positioned to give yourself the best chances of success. That's going to be inpatient treatment to start with. Okay. So what I've done is I ordered you to stay there. We'll use the programming that's in the jail to see if we can get you in inpatient treatment. If we can make that happen sooner, then we're going to try to do that. In the interim, your attorney also is going to be trying to work with getting you into inpatient treatment, or at least understanding how we can try to do that. You've got insurance that may be able to pay for it. So if you've got that, then we can do it. It might be also, since you've got insurance, that the jail may be able to use that to get you headed that way. Now I say that, but I'm not hopeful on that, because usually you may have the kind of insurance that won't allow it to happen that way from jail. So we might have to let you out and then you go. But either way, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
My family doesn't need to try and find a place.
Oh, no. I'm by no means indicating that.
Okay.
They can certainly help. And if your family finds something, they should contact your attorneys, let them know, so that then they can follow up on that. They can do it that way. They can also contact Ms. Polera, because Ms. Polera doesn't get enough phone calls. They can contact Ms. Polera and we can run it that way. Either way, any of them feel comfortable doing it to try to get you in. Okay? Then answer everything?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Keysling, good luck to you.
you.
All right.
She has 2 cases.
Yes.
There's another case? Oh. Will you stop it? No. All right, she does.
I am. Turn my life around.
No, I got you. All right, court does call the case of People versus Shannon Keysling. That's case 25-1661. I thought this was on a different date. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defendant Buckovich on behalf of Ms. Keysling.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
I would have repeated all my arguments made earlier and asked that the court adopt the recommendation.
This one also being an OUIL, the court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, believes there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. The alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of inpatient treatment, attendance at AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, probation supervision is recommended, and the court will follow that recommendation of probation with the stated rehabilitative goals to prevent change, prevent recidivism, and monitor compliance with recommended treatment. So, sentence of the court: 24 months probation. You're to pay $1,255 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs. I'm going to waive the probation oversight fee since I've assessed them on the previous case. That's to be paid in the payment plan as arranged by probation. There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete inpatient substance abuse treatment, including all recommended aftercare with status reports to probation. You are to attend 3 AA meetings per week with monthly verification to probation. You're to provide proof of a victim's impact panel attendance to probation. You're to report to community corrections within 24 hours of release from inpatient treatment to be placed on a SCRAM tether. That tether will continue for a period of 90 days. You are to contact probation within 24 hours of any release from inpatient treatment or jail, and then report as directed. I'll order 365 days in jail, credit 10, defendant to remain in custody until direct release to inpatient treatment, and then the balance will be suspended. All right. And so that it's clear on this second sentence, I'm going to do it along the same terms as I've indicated with the other one.
Understood, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, that will also be set for review, correct?
Yes, on June 3rd. Yes. Thank you. All right. Keysling, good luck to you. See you. You're welcome. Got it. Court does call the case People versus Julia Arnold.
Trudy Blair on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Arnold was scheduled before the court for a review hearing on a prosecutor deferred sentence. She did meet all terms ordered by the court and for appearance. Probation is recommending the court prosecutor deferred and to discharge from probation within prison.
So order. Everybody else is in custody.
Yes.
Got it. Court does call the case People versus Vincent Lambert.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Lambert, Your Honor.
Vincent Lambert.
All right. He's here on a show cause.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I believe my client owes the court fines in this matter.
Yeah, I've got.
$61.92.
Well, yeah, the minimum statutory fees, it's really the restitution. And I had given you, and back in 2005, I gave you to the end of the year to pay it, but that didn't happen, apparently. Right.
I haven't been able to get a job, Your Honor. I've been having troubles getting an ID. Re-entry people here were trying to help me and they were still unsuccessful with helping me get an ID.
Got it. Collections Department, and let me tell you why I'm really do anything. Because I gave you when you were sentenced to, I gave you the minimum, that's just the state fees. And the rest of it, besides some other fees that are on there, which I'm not really worried about, is restitution to TJ Maxx, which I can't do anything about. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
No, I missed it.